Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been, Marcus Aurelius mused in his seminal work, Meditations. This profound wisdom underpins Stoicism, a philosophy not merely of words, but of action and resilience. Today, let us unravel Stoicism's nuanced stance on respect and the types of people it subtly advises us to regard with caution. This exploration is not just intellectual. It's a pragmatic guide for those seasoned in life's trials and triumphs, seeking a deeper understanding of social and moral discernment. 1. The unjust. Deep within the Stoic heart, justice is not merely a virtue, but a beacon guiding through the treacherous storms of life. It reigns supreme, an unwavering principle etched on the soul. Imagine, then, the disdain the Stoic feels towards the unjust, those who warp truth like shadows under a crooked moon. Epictetus, wisdom's voice echoing in his Discourses, reminds us that integrity, bright and unflinching, burns far brighter than the flickering flames of self-serving desires. To the Stoic, weathered by life's trials, the unjust are a chilling dissonance, a deviation from the symphony of righteous living. Their actions, twisted threads in the tapestry of existence, inspire not reverence, but a flicker of pity. Like fallen stars, they stray from their celestial path, forever marked by the darkness they embrace. But the Stoic does not wallow in outrage. Justice, after all, demands understanding, not fury. He seeks to illuminate the path back to right action, offering a helping hand instead of a condemning fist. For even the most twisted soul, the Stoic believes, holds the potential for redemption. The stain of injustice may be dark, but the light of reason can ever pierce its depths. And so, with measured steps and a compassionate heart, the Stoic strives to mend the frayed fabric of justice, one soul at a time. For only then can the tapestry of existence be truly whole, adorned with the radiant threads of right action and illuminated by the unwavering light of truth. 2. The hedonist. Stoicism, a philosophy weathered by time, does not cast pleasure aside like a storm-tossed treasure. Instead, it warns of its siren song, alluring but ultimately hollow when sought as life's sole compass. Seneca, wisdom scribe and Letters from a Stoic, penned the truth. True fulfillment finds its harbor not in fleeting pleasures, but in the sturdy vessel of virtue and wisdom. This resonates with those who have tasted life's fleeting joys, a sweet nectar on the tongue but gone in a breath. They understand that lasting respect, a treasure more precious than fleeting thrills, is earned through endeavors of substance and purpose. The hedonist, however, dances on the precipice, intoxicated by the allure of the moment. They chase pleasure like butterflies in a summer breeze, flitting from one fleeting joy to the next. They may find momentary satisfaction, but their happiness is as fleeting as the wind that carries them. The Stoic, weathered by life's storms, sees the dangers of this dance. They have witnessed the wreckage of those who built their lives on pleasure's shifting sands. They have felt the emptiness that lingers after the laughter fades. But the Stoic does not judge. They understand the allure of pleasure, its seductive embrace in a world often filled with hardship. Instead, they offer a hand, a guiding light to navigate the treacherous waters. They remind the hedonist that true joy, deeper and more enduring, lies not in the fleeting, but in the pursuit of virtue and wisdom. They show them the beauty of a life lived with purpose, a life that leaves a mark on the world long after the fleeting pleasures are forgotten. For the Stoic knows that a life guided by virtue and wisdom is a life well lived, a symphony of meaningful moments that echoes through eternity. It is a life that earns not just fleeting smiles, but the enduring respect and admiration of those who see the true value woven into its tapestry. This path may not be easy, but for those who choose it, the rewards are immeasurable. They will find their happiness not in the fleeting dance of the moment, but in the sturdy ship of virtue, weathering life's storms and reaching a harbor of true fulfillment. 3. The voluntarily ignorant. In the Stoic lexicon, knowledge and wisdom are not mere ornaments, but the very tools that forge a meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor and advocate of lifelong learning, viewed willful ignorance with a wary eye. To him, it was a barrier erected against personal and societal growth, a willful turning away from the very essence of a life well lived. For the Stoic, seasoned by the salt of experience, the voluntarily ignorant individual is an enigma, choosing darkness despite the beacon of enlightenment readily available. They navigate life's labyrinth with blindfolded eyes, stumbling down paths strewn with avoidable pitfalls. Their choice evokes not scorn, but a deep-seated pity. Like a lone ship refusing to raise its sails, they drift aimlessly, missing the exhilarating winds of knowledge that propel one towards their full potential. Yet, the Stoic path is not one of judgment. Understanding, not condemnation, is the guiding principle. They extend a hand, offering to share the light of knowledge, dispelling the shadows of ignorance that may shroud the mind. They show the beauty of a life illuminated by reason, where each new piece of knowledge becomes a stepping stone on the path of self-improvement and societal progress. They paint a vivid picture of a world enriched by informed individuals, their collective wisdom pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The voluntarily ignorant may choose their path, but the Stoic knows the ultimate destination of such a journey: stagnation and a sense of unfulfilled potential. Respect, in the Stoic sense, is earned through striving, through the relentless pursuit of knowledge and wisdom. It is a recognition of the individual who chooses to see, to learn, and to contribute to the betterment of both self and society. The Stoic path may be demanding, but the rewards are immeasurable. It is a path illuminated by curiosity, paved with a thirst for knowledge, and ultimately leading to a life of purpose and fulfillment. It is a life that earns not just fleeting admiration, but the respect reserved for those who choose to see the world clearly, learn from its lessons, and contribute to its progress. 4. The deceitful. For the Stoic, whose heart beats with the rhythm of integrity and authenticity, deception is a discordant note, a jarring clash in the symphony of life. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius, emperor and philosopher, championed honesty and transparency as the bedrock of a meaningful existence. Those who weave webs of deceit, wielding words like poisoned daggers for personal gain, stand in stark opposition to these ideals. To the Stoic, tempered by the fire of genuine connections and the solace of sincerity, respecting the deceitful is akin to celebrating a venomous flower. Their smiles may charm, their words may beguile, but beneath the shimmering surface lies a darkness that chills the soul. Yet, the Stoic path is not paved with scorn or righteous anger. Their gaze, though clear-eyed, holds a flicker of understanding. They recognize the allure of manipulation, the seductive whispers of power it promises. But the Stoic also knows that a life built on lies is a house of cards, destined to crumble under the weight of its own deception. Respect, in the Stoic sense, is earned through authenticity, through the courage to be true to oneself and others. It is a recognition of the individual who chooses to stand naked before the world, flaws and all, and build genuine connections based on trust and transparency. The Stoic extends a hand, not to judge, but to offer a glimpse of a different path. A path where words align with actions, where trust is the currency of interaction, and where true fulfillment arises from genuine connections, not manipulative victories. The deceitful may cling to their web of lies, but the Stoic knows the ultimate truth: that the foundation of a meaningful life cannot be built on sand. Respect, lasting and genuine, is reserved for those who choose to shed the mask, embrace authenticity, and walk the path of truth, even when it leads to vulnerability. The Stoic way may be demanding, but the rewards are immeasurable. It is a life lived with integrity, a song sung with honest lyrics, and a journey that earns not fleeting admiration, but the profound respect reserved for those who choose to be true, no matter the cost. 5. The Materialist. Stoicism, a philosophy rooted in wisdom, reminds us that true treasure lies not in the glint of gold or the heft of possessions. In his Enchiridion, Epictetus whispers the truth. Happiness blooms not from fleeting acquisitions, but from cultivating inner richness and appreciating the impermanence of all things. The Materialist, however, stands in stark contrast, their gaze locked on a different horizon, one gilded with wealth and status. For the Stoic, seasoned by experiences beyond the material, the materialist's relentless pursuit appears like a child chasing butterflies, beautiful yet ultimately fleeting. They see the shackles disguised as diamonds, the emptiness hidden beneath opulent facades. Respect, in the Stoic sense, cannot be earned through a collection of things, for things are but borrowed garments, easily snatched away by the fickle hand of fate. Yet, the Stoic path is not paved with judgment. They understand the alluring whispers of materialism, the promise of security and satisfaction it offers. But their weathered hearts know that true fulfillment cannot be found in fleeting possessions. Instead, they extend a hand, inviting the materialist to explore a different garden. Here blooms the beauty of simplicity, the fragrance of contentment, and the resilience of inner strength. They show the joy of experiences shared, the richness of knowledge gained, and the power of a life lived with purpose, not possessions. The materialist may cling to their glittering treasures, but the Stoic knows the ultimate truth. True worth lies not in what you own, but in who you are. Respect, genuine and lasting, is reserved for those who have transcended the allure of the material, embraced the richness within, and built their lives on a foundation of purpose and inner peace. The Stoic way may seem austere, but the rewards are immeasurable. It is a life lived with gratitude, a heart overflowing with the true treasures of life, and a journey that earns not fleeting admiration, but the profound respect reserved for those who have found true wealth within. 6. The arrogant. Humility and self-awareness, like sturdy roots reaching deep into the earth, are pillars of Stoic philosophy. To the Stoic, seasoned by life's humbling lessons, the arrogant stand in stark contrast, their egos inflated like balloons caught in a storm. Their self-importance casts a long shadow, obscuring the wisdom that lies in introspection and living modestly. Respect, in the Stoic sense, is not earned by the booming voice or the boastful proclamation. It is garnered through the quiet strength of self-awareness, the courage to acknowledge both strengths and flaws, and the humility to learn and grow. The arrogant, perched on their precarious towers of self-importance, appear to stand tall, yet the Stoic eye sees the cracks in the foundation, the tremors that threaten to bring the whole edifice crashing down. But the Stoic path is not one of scorn or righteous indignation. They understand the allure of ego, the seductive whispers of power and superiority it offers. Yet, they have tasted the bitter fruit of arrogance, witnessed the emptiness it leaves in its wake. With a gentle hand, they offer the arrogant a mirror, reflecting not their perceived grandeur, but the distortions their ego creates. They show the beauty of a life lived with humility, where achievements are celebrated without fanfare, and flaws are seen as opportunities for growth, not pronouncements of failure. The arrogant may cling to their self-constructed pedestals, but the Stoic knows the truth. True respect is earned not by inflated egos, but by grounded hearts and minds open to learning and change. It is a recognition of the individual who chooses vulnerability over self-importance, and embraces the ongoing journey of self-improvement with humility and grace. The Stoic way may seem demanding, but the rewards are immeasurable. It is a life lived with authenticity, a heart open to feedback and growth, and a journey that earns not fleeting admiration, but the profound respect reserved for those who choose to shed the armor of arrogance and embrace the transformative power of humility. Stoicism is a philosophy for the practical-minded, a doctrine that aligns respect with virtues like wisdom and integrity. It teaches us to discern the value of individuals based on their moral and ethical standing rather than superficial qualities. In the words of Seneca, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. This statement underlines the Stoic belief in perceiving people and situations with a lens grounded in reality and virtue, not illusion or pretense. For those who've navigated the complexities of life, this Stoic guidance isn't just philosophy. It's a roadmap for living with dignity, purpose, and discernment.